video, to a new live video with my Tesla Model Y. And in this video, I want to answer you to all of your questions about Tesla Model Y and Tesla in general, Model 3, whatever question you have. This is the moment, this is the time to ask me, because I have so many questions for so many of you that ask me about Tesla, which model, why this battery, why LFP battery. um, I know most of you are not sure which type of car, which type of battery should they buy, and I try to answer your question. I try to give you as many information as possible, so at the end of this video you will be informed about uh, Tesla in general. So hey, ciao, and I just try my best to answer your question, guys. So I'm here for you probably for 1 hour. So yeah, shoot me with the question. If you want to see something to the car, if you want to see the interior, if you want to see the exterior, if you want to see whatever you want to see about this Tesla Model Y, or if you have other question about other models, I'm here to answer you. Also, if you have question about LFP battery, or whichever other question, price, driving feeling, interior quality, or range, or consumption, I'm super happy to answer you to all of those questions. So yeah, let's do it, guys. I will turn the camera around so you can see the car a little bit better. And now I will check also the chat. So you should write me, and I will check the chat and I will answer your questions. This is my Tesla Model Y for the moment from 2023. This is the latest model, and it is the rear wheel drive, the standard range. That means it has only one electric motor on the rear, and it comes with LFP battery. It's built in China. As you probably know, all the new models from Tesla, Model 3, Model Y standard range, rear wheel drive, they are built in China. So that's not a bad thing, and I will show you in a second why I said that. I will close all the doors and I will show you the gap between the panels, between the doors, the windows, and you will see that the quality of the car, it's relatively good. It's better than I was expected. Also, Elon Musk said that autonomy, great question. That we start with autonomy. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me turn the camera around. Check this out. When I brought the car on Tesla website, it says that Tesla Model Y standard range have 455 kilometer range VLTP. VLTP is the estimated, that means the best possible conditions, like best temperature, no climatic system, driving maybe 80 kilometers per hour. And you have to take into consideration this, because when I get the car first time, let me show you now, let me go inside the car to show you. When I get the car first time, it was like here charging to 100%, it was show me only 418 kilometers. So from 455, it was show me in the beginning when I brought the car 418, and now when I charge it to 100% after 18,000 kilometers, let me show you, where is this here, I have with the car 17,696 kilometers, and the range up here it's 408. I charge it a little bit earlier in order to show you this information because I know it's useful, but now it says 404 kilometer range. And yeah, if you, for example, wanna go to a destination, let me try here. Let me choose a supercharger that's a little bit farther away. Let's choose this one. It's at around, you can see right now, if you want to drive directly there without the climatic system, in this moment there are 282 kilometers. It says that I reach, hey, ciao, if I go right now from if I leave with this 99% battery, I can reach with 10% battery 282 kilometers, but I have to drive without the climatic system. So to answer your question, if you drive in the best condition, I drive in the best condition in Switzerland, was summer, without climatic system, without heating, and I reach 370 kilometers. This is the perfect condition, 370 kilometers. That was the best that I can do with the car in the perfect condition. But yes, we will talk about the finished material in a second. Let me finish answer this. So I did 370 kilometer, the best with it until now. But most of the time, if you use the climatic system, if you drive it faster, normal driving and stuff like that, you can expect around 300 kilometer. In worse condition, you can expect 250 kilometer from this standard range. So I guess it's between 250, 300, and in the perfect condition you can get around 350 kilometers. But I never exceed 400 kilometers. So 400, it's out of reach from my point of view. Now, depending which kind of tires you have, of course, and all kind of weather condition, wind, temperature outside and stuff like that. But for the city, it's just perfect. I mean, if you drive in the city, you have great consumption, and also I think you don't have I until now I didn't have any range anxiety. Maybe one time when I had to drive like 280 kilometer and it was windy and stuff like that, and I have to slow down a little bit and to drive for maybe, I think, was 1 hour, only 80 kilometer per hour in order to reach that destination, but was so much rain. So that's why. Now, material quality. Yeah, I charge it today, for example, in Romania a little bit earlier. And if you want to charge it to 100%, you have to pay like around 25 euros, something like that, for a full charge of this standard range. And it has like 64 kilowatt hour battery around there. So probably around 25 euro right now in this moment, but the price, it's fluctuating, it's going up and down, it's not always stable, so the price are always going up and down, so depending on the price of the energy, I guess. Now, someone asked me about material quality, so let me show you something. Now, by the way, guys, did you know that you can actually lock this trunk door? So if you don't want it too high, if you want it a little bit lower, if you have a garage, you can also adjust this. This is great. About the space, let me show you the material quality. The best competitor for Tesla Model Y. Ooh, that's a hard question. I don't know. In electric world, it's hard to say, because this one, it's a beast. It has so much space, and I'm still thinking about, I don't know which kind of competitor. It's hard to say. I don't know which other car in this price with so many tech. It's hard. Let me show you now let me show you the gaps between the panels, and it's built in China. Check this out. It's perfect align here in this area, right? Let me show you here. Here it's very good align. Yeah, ask me whatever you want, but I want to show you, because someone a little bit earlier asked you about the material quality, and I want to show you the gaps here, and I want to show you how good it's aligned. I mean, look at this. It's just perfectly aligned. And in the past, I had some problem with Model 3 here in this area, and right now it's just perfect aligned. I have no complaining, man. I mean, it's built in China, but it's so good built. Like it's better built, this one, than was my Model 3. Check this out. The gaps are just wonderful. I mean, I don't have any problem. In the past, Model 3 2019 was having a little bit of gap problem, and here was a big problem before, and right now it's just, look at this, it's just perfect. I mean, the gaps are fine, man, are just perfect. I was super surprised when I get the car first time. Really super surprised by the quality, and not only there, but where is the most important, let me show you. It's around here, guys. I mean, those rubbers all were improved in these new models. Now it's kind of a 1.5. Yes, it's made in China, and 1.5 glass. It's kind of almost double glassing also on the rear, and in the front it's double glassing, so the sound insulation is much better. Yeah, Taycan is great, but Taycan is is not in this class. It's kind of hard to compare it with this one. Taycan, it's a powerful car. It's a great car for driving. Feeling, it's phenomenal. Nothing to say about it. I also like it a lot. I'm trying to manage to see how can I see the comments all the time on the screen. Live chat. Where is it? I think now it's, yeah, right now it's good. Japanese car like Honda ZRV, yeah, right. Production in China affect the Honda quality. For example, I think that car made in Japan are far better than the Chinese one. Do you agree? I think I Pretzel, the price was around, I pay 43,000 euro for this car. Let me tell you what I think about the Honda and the build in China. I think it's okay. I think in the beginning, like Tesla was, they suffer a little bit. Even if it's a Honda that built in other countries, in the beginning, the first model that come on the market, they suffer a little bit. They need a little bit of time to improve the quality and to get more experience with the cars. But I tried the Honda and I drive the new Honda electric version. I think it's NEY1 or something like that, and also the ZRV. And I test the cars, and I think I think Honda make a great job with the latest cars. I think they are really good quality, and they feel quite fun to drive and nice. And I feel like the build quality was not like was with Tesla in the beginning. When Tesla in the beginning with Model S and Model 3, they had a little bit of, unexperience with some parts and elements, and they improve over time, and right now they are super stable car and much better than before. But Honda, it's at other level. They didn't come so fast on the market. They have already experience. They have great technicians, and they have people that were with Honda for years and years. And I know a few of them. And they have great, the people there, they really work. They are focused on what they have to do, and the technicians are super experienced and great professional people. And I meet them this last year. I meet them in Portugal, and they are really good at what they do. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about where the cars are built, because guys, I was these days at the shopping mall to buy some clothes, and I was at a super expensive shop to look at the clothes, and all those expensive clothes and all those stuff come from China. So I'm not sure why you should worry from which country they are built. You better look at the car. You see the way it's made. You have to see it. You have to hear what other people have to say that have more experience and stuff like that. And probably you will be amazed by the car. Look, this is built in China, and I tell you, the quality is quite good. And I can demonstrate you right here. I can show you wherever things you want to see, and I can show you. Yeah, so I never tried Sonata. I really wish I can drive it, but I didn't find it here around Europe. So I wish I can see it in the future as well. The battery, I think it's also from China. Yes, it's the LFP battery. It's that battery that it's much more safer in case of an accident. So in case you hit something, the version with LFP battery doesn't explode, and it's much more safer. Plus, it lasts 3 times more than the normal version. And I think this is also important to take into consideration when you buy a car. But you have to give up on some range, because it's much more heavier, this car. Yeah, that's a good question. Maintenance of Model Y. So when it comes to maintenance, Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, Tesla Model S, and X in these years, there are almost non-maintenance. I mean, I have like, let me show you. Let me go inside the car. I have like 18,000 kilometers with the car, and the great part is that you can see exactly here in the car. If you go right here, let me show you. If you go to trips, you can see I have like almost 18,000 kilometers, and I didn't do any service, any maintenance. You don't have to do anything because you're not obligated to go. They recommend you to go every 2 years, and if you for example, if you go to owner manual, right? And then from owner manual, you have all the manual here, no more on the paper or stuff like that. You have all the information here. And for example, if you want to find out about the maintenance, you have to go here. You see, you have maintenance, and then they say like software update, maintenance service interval, right? And we go right here and we see what Tesla recommend you. I had a Tesla Model 3 before for 4 years, 100,000 kilometer. I never did any service. It just when was broke the button on the trunk, they changed it, but I didn't go for a service. I didn't change too many things. And they say like that, you have to brake fluid health, you have to check every 4 years and replace if it's necessary. So you don't have to, but every 4 years brake fluid. That's normal for all the cars. Then you have the, oh, sorry, I pushed that button. Why I do that? Let me go back. Service, car owner. Now, okay. AC, this is the air conditioning. Desiccating bag, replace every 4 years because you have to replace it. It's something about the health and the air inside the cabin. Then you have the cabin air filter, replace every 2 years. You have the HEPA filter, replace every 3 years if you have in your car, and clean and lubricate the brake calipers every 12,500 miles, 20,000 kilometers. And if you are in an area where roads are salted during the winter, so it's recommend you to check the brakes and to see if they are still okay, and then rotate tires every 10,000 kilometer. But in general, they don't recommend you other service excepting when something is broke. So you don't have to go to service, you don't lose the warranty, you don't have to do anything else. And daily check and stuff like that, they recommend you a few things here. High voltage, you have so many information here in the manual. If you don't know something, if you still have the car, you can go here without any problem and check those things out. Also, they teach you how to lift the car and what to not do, and stuff like that. So you have in the manual here in the car all kind of all the question that you brought it from Bucharest. I'm still in Bucharest right now. I didn't brought it to Switzerland. So I had the Model 3. I want to take it in Bucharest, but I have to pay some taxes here, and I didn't. I have to sell it and rebuy this Model Y. So right now I'm still in Bucharest with the car. So this is the service. Let me show you guys the consumption, because I know many of you are really curious about the consumption. So you can see right here, I have for the last, for the last 15,755 kilometers, I consume like 2,710 kilowatt hour, and the average consumption was 172 watt hour per kilometer. And I drive like a lot of highway, a lot of speed, and climatic system turn on most of the time, all the time actually. I turn on the climatic system and also the heating in the car, and that was the consumption for me. You can see right here 172. Also driving winter, driving summer, it's quite a mix. And this is kind of the consumption. So 99%, 404 kilometers you can still do with that. Other than that, I like the fact that the car come with a lot of new features, and always they update stuff, and The great part is that it shows you also the traffic. Yeah, you know, about the interior, I'm satisfied somehow, but I wish to have somehow a head-up display right here was much more useful, because when you drive, you have to always look a little bit on the right side, and a head-up display around here, or actually a head-up display there, or maybe a cockpit here will be much more useful. But I can't complain. I mean, you can get used with it super fast, so it's just fine the way it is. But the head-up display were much more useful from my point of view. Other than that, the simple design, it's nice. I mean, you have here everything you need. You have a wireless charging, you have some storage space around here. It's quite cool. Visibility, it's good. Not too many things to complain in terms of design. I find it super okay. And the good part is that after 20,000 kilometer, I can see that the seats are holding pretty well. You can see right here, just a little bit. This is the first part that if you want to see a car, if it wears, I think this part in this area, it's wear first. So you have to check out these seats of the driver, because the driver go in and go out, and then in this area you should see some wear and tear. But you can see after 20,000 kilometer, it's still good. Otherwise, the other seats are super good. I mean, the condition is great. Also up here, it's like new. So yeah, the car, it's basically like new. Also the quality around here on the doors, and I'm not treating like a baby. I mean, it's, look what is down there on the ground. I mean, I treat it like a normal car. I'm not trying to do something special, and it lasts good. Even here on the armrest, it lasts pretty well. So the quality, it's still good after 6 months. The battery, I don't know. I drive, for example, right now I have 99%, and I drive like a week with the car. I can drive without any problem around 250 300 kilometers. Right now it says 403, but I can do more without any problem. So the battery lasts for, yeah, 250 300 kilometer. If you drive in perfect condition without the climatic system on, like right now, you can drive easily 300. You can go also up to 350, but around there with standard range. This is the kind of the main thing. And if you wonder the price, because someone a little bit earlier asked me about the price, if you go here at all superchargers, and if you go even higher, you can see the prices. So you can see in Istanbul, in Turkey, the price of charging, it's like 20 TRI. I don't know. Those are the money from Turkey. I'm not sure to make the. But let me go in a country where they have euros. Let me go in, for example, in Italy, for example. Let's see. In Italy have such a big price these days. I don't know why, but the prices are super skyrocketing. So right now it's like, look at this, between 12 and 4 p.m. it's like 47 euro cents, and between 4 and 8 p.m. it's 52 euro cents, and between 8 and 12 47 euro cents. I think it's pretty much. Yeah, right now I'm in Romania, right? Turkish lira, right. Yeah, the back seats are adjustable. Let me show you. Let me go in the back and show you. Come on. Look at this. The back seats are adjustable, so you can adjust it from here. If you press this button, they are kind of electrically. You can put it all the way down. This is a little bit annoying, but this is straight right now. But if you press it and push it, you see like you have a little bit of playing here, maybe like 7 centimeters difference. So you can put it a little bit more on the back, or you can put it a little bit straighter, but not big huge difference. But they are a little bit adjustable, and that's super helpful. But the good part on Model Y is that the knees stay a little bit better here. So you have much better place here on your knees. So you can see right now my knees stay much okay, much better than on Model 3. So I can stretch my leg down there. So it's, yeah, it's fine. I mean, for me, check this out. If I go inside here, guys, Look how much space I have. Huge space on my head and huge space on my knees, and I can stretch my legs completely, and I can even almost sleep here. It's super comfortable. It's super comfortable, and you have such a good visibility. Glasses up, glasses here, almost everywhere you have such a good view. No, I mean it's super comfy in the back, much more comfortable than on Tesla Model 3. That's why I told you guys, on Tesla Model 3 you don't have that space and that comfort like here. I think it's relatively the same as Ioniq 5 or 6. Now I think it's better than Ioniq 6. Maybe Ioniq 5 it's kind of the same as here. Ioniq 6 it has much less space because it's a sedan. It's much more aerodynamic, but it's better than Model 3 for sure. And also here it's better than Model 3 because this area it's much more taller, so you can stay much better with your legs in this area. So you know, you still have a little bit of place down here, but you still stay better with your legs. So from my point of view, that was a very important factor of choosing this Model Y, because I sit a little bit better in the seats here. But the car is not so sportier, it's not so fun to drive. Definitely Tesla Model 3 Highland. Edis asked me, which Tesla do you prefer, Model 3 or Model Y? And I said I prefer Model 3. It's much more fun to drive. It's much more agile on the street. It gives you much more control. You know, you control much better the car. And this one, it's a little bit of both, more family, more space, a little bit heavier. And I don't know. After I drive it for 6 months, I will definitely change it with a Model 3 Highland. But let me show you something. Check this out. You will never ever have this space in a Tesla Model 3. Look at the space here. It's huge, man. I mean, the trunk, it's huge. Great. Now, great. 40,000 euro. Great price for a Model Y long range. Look at the I mean, I have so much space here. It's huge, this space. The trunk is not big. It's incredible big. And the great part is that, let me go a little bit. Even the entrance is big, but you can sleep here, man. I mean, if you leave this down, you have those buttons here. You can leave it down, and then you have a huge place, a flat floor. And I sleep, I think, a few times here. It's so big. It's really big. From the point of view of space, it's crazy spacious. And if there is not enough, you still have some space in the front. Let me show you in the front. Yeah, you can fit a fridge, you can fit a wash machine, and even here you have some space. Yeah, BMW and Toyota, they are also great cars. We will talk about those as well, but look how much space. I have in plan also to make some live with some BMW. I wait for 5 Series, and also from Toyota. I wait the new CRV that come CHR, right? The new one. It comes, I hope in the next weeks I will get one for some review and test drive, so will come on the channel as well. But right now I'm just want to try to answer your question about this Tesla Model Y, and not only. If you have question about other Teslas, you can ask me. But I think from the point of view of space, price, offer, I think it's a great car as well. Yeah. We will see that. What other question you have, guys? Ask me. I will try to answer you. Now, when we look at the design, I don't know, the back, I like the back. Kia EV9, yeah, I'm planning to film the Kia EV9 next. Thanks, man. Thanks, Abel. Really appreciate, man. Really appreciate. You ask me, guys. The thing is that I have in plan Kia EV9. I wait for it. I think next week's will be on my channel. Proper review, test drive. I hope I get it soon. Also the new Toyota CHR. This is really interesting for me. And Mazda, I have on test next week's Mazda MX-30 REV with a rotary engine. That will be super great for those of you that want to buy a hybrid. Oh, thank you, Abel. Really appreciate, man. Really appreciate. Thank you very much. Yeah, you see from this distance, from the back, it looks nice. The back of the car is beautiful. It's really beautiful. This coupe look great. What I don't like is the front of the car. It looks a little bit dull, you know, in comparison with other BMWs and Audis and other. How it feels to drive. I want to make next days. I plan to do a test drive where I talk about the car, and I give you some experience and some feedbacks, and I will take it for a ride. Next days I try my best to make some test drives with the car, so stay close if you want to see that. I will try my best to post it, but until then I also have other ones that comes today and tomorrow. I think the new Mercedes G-Class was incredible. Really, I drove it yesterday and was super nice. But from the front, you see the front, it's okay, but it's not something extraordinary. It's great that it's aerodynamic, but the back of the car look really nice. I'm really love the back of the car. Also the rims look nice. The black rims with white look really cool. The white color, from my point of view, it's really nice. So which other question you have, guys? Otherwise I will end up here. And also you can write me after I end up the video, because even so I will read your comments next days and I will answer to you. But in general it hold on pretty well. Is Tesla the best electric car, Abel? I think for the moment, yes. For what they offer, because they have also the Tesla superchargers network and stuff like that, and I think they have a lot of experience. I think for the moment, yes. But in the future we will see, because this will change, because you know Volkswagen Group have so much power and so many engineers, and also Mercedes, also Stellantis Group, Hyundai make also incredible cars, and Koreans are also great, and also the Japanese will come strong from behind. But for the moment, I think yes, I think Tesla it is for the moment, for today. Thank you, man. Gomnam, thanks a lot, man. I know we talk all the time. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Right. Right. I know, and some of them are incredible. So for example, if we look at Taycan, Porsche Taycan, it's just incredible. The driving feeling, the way it stays on the road, it gives you that Porsche feeling. Is the BMW i5 that I drive, and it feels gorgeous. And also EQS from Mercedes. Those cars are really good cars, but when it comes to reliability in time and stuff like that, we don't know. But there are also outside great cars, but when we compare, for example, the price and quality, I think Tesla kind of offer you the best deal out there today. But in the future, I don't know. And if we look at quality and car feeling, driving feeling, stuff like that, there will be probably out there cars that drive much nicer and much more comfortable with much better quality. So it's kind of hard to say, you know. EQS, BMW i5 is great. Taycan, Porsche Taycan is great. Will come Porsche Macan this year, so stay close to see that too. There are many cars interesting these days, so it's hard to say. The touch feeling, it's like you're touching an apple. the tablet or an iPhone. You know, it's kind of the same. It's very smooth, it's very nice, the quality is great, and it's very responsive. You know, it's very, very smooth. The touch, it's crazy smooth. You feel like the quality, it's here. You feel like it's very stable. So if you compare it with an Apple tablet, it's kind of the same feeling. So from my point of view, very, very good quality. And I forget the climatic system on. But the feeling and the way it goes through different settings, it's perfect. I mean, you can't complain. Look at this. It's almost instantaneous. If you compare it with other cars, it's like you're having a computer inside the car. That's the same feeling. It's really good. Yeah, you can play games. Let me show you. If you go, for example, here, I never play games. I don't have too much time for those. But if you go here, you have some games that you can play, and they are simple games. It's nothing complicated. You just I don't remember exactly. I think this one was with the steering wheel, and you just play, and you play with the pedals and with the steering wheel. So it's pretty simple. It's nothing complicated. It's wait for its charge. You choose one player. You choose the player here, continuing, and you can play while you're waiting for someone. For example, chill mode, and then you can use the steering wheel and stuff like that. Yeah, like the latest is phone, and Samsung make also great phones in the last years, and they are super responsive as well. So continuing, choose a few stuff, and right now the steering wheel, you see, and you can use the steering wheel left and right. Check this out. You see, and you play like a computer game. But I don't know, it's not that, it's a little bit heavier, it's not that easy. It's not like you're having a computer like a PlayStation or stuff like that. But it's interesting that you can do that. Yeah, this is the way you play games. I think this is the only game that you can play it with the steering wheel. Otherwise, the other ones are the ground clearance. Nah, I'm not sure. I don't think you can do all. Car Plus is very dangerous because the battery it's right up there. You know, if you hit the battery down there, if you want to go off-road and you hit the battery, that will be a big problem. So I wouldn't go off-road with this car. Will be pretty dangerous. If you hit the battery a little bit under there, then it might broke very easy. The ground clearance it's better than the Tesla Model 3 with I think 2.5 centimeters, something like that. It has 17.5 centimeters. The ground clearance, it's okay, it's fine, and the good part is that, let me show you something. Wait a second to answer you. I like the fact that on Model Y in comparison with Model 3 you have those plastics, and down here you have plastic. That plastic protect the paint and somehow a little bit the battery, and those stuff are super useful around the wheels. And probably from this point of view you can go a little bit off-road, just a little bit. I think you should wait a little bit for Project Jupiter. It's kind of the pre-facelift. I saw it a little bit, and I think they work on it, and I think at the half of the year will come on the market. I think you can play unlimited time. It's no problem with the gaming play. I think Project Jupiter will be, the car will be actually a facelift, the same as Model 3 was facelift. This will be the same car. Ambient light, new seats, ventilated seats, better sound insulation, better suspensions, and all that stuff packages you will have on the new Model Y, and will come at half of the year 2024, this year for sure. I think that, and I think will be better to wait a few months to see that car, because will be at the same price as this one it is right now. For example, if you want to buy it brand new, but if you find a deal with this one, yeah, you can go with it. Will be not a big difference from the point of view of driving feeling, but will be some improvement that definitely worth the waiting, like the seats and stuff like that. No, the Volvo EX30 feel great. It's a fantastic car. It feels much more comfortable over the bumps. It has gorgeous suspensions, and it feels quite premium. It gives you that Volvo feeling, added to it. Where here on Model Y, it's a little bit more. It feels a little bit more heavier, more sportier, something like that. But in terms of build quality, I feel like they are kind of the same, not big difference, but Volvo, it's much more comfortable. It has much more comfortable seats, and uh, yeah, much comfortable over the bumps, but very light, very agile. It's a very light. Feeling it's super light and very fast. Uh Peugeot, I didn't try 3008. After I drive it and try it, I will let you know, because I saw the 3008 look great. But I'm curious. I didn't drive it yet, so I have to drive it and then I will tell you. But really interesting. By the way, I just wait that car to come out to test drive it as well, and as soon as I get it, uh, I will test drive it for you guys. So stay close if you want to see that. It's hard to say for the moment, um, depending also on the price. We'll see also the price. Um, but yeah, Peugeot in the last years and Stellantis group makes some wonderful car as well. So yeah, I love what they do with the cars in the last years. Yeah, but the space, yeah, it's tinier. EX30 have less space than Model Y. Model Y has huge space. When it comes to space, this is much more spacious than EX30. That's for sure. Thanks a lot also, man. I hope I answer your questions as well a little bit. And if you still have questions, ask me in the video, because I will end up the video now. And yeah, I will try to make some lives in the future also with other cars, so I can answer to more of you about those cars issues and questions. So if you're late here, you can re-watch the video after, so you can see all the question that was asked. And yeah, thank you very much to all of you. The e-Scenic, it's great. It's a great car. The new Scenic Renault, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's I was thinking the same in the beginning. Um, but the car, it's incredible. I mean, the space in the car, you have to see it. It's crazy big. And this multimedia system from Renault, it's super nice. It's super fast. It has connectivity to Google and all that stuff. It's a great deal. And I'm waiting for it to see it and to test drive it, because Renault also in the last years grow a lot. The cars are very nice and spacious. From the point of view of spacious, Renault Scenic, the new Scenic Electric, will be really interesting. And yeah, can't wait to see it on the street. Okay guys, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot to all of you that watching my video. I hope I answer your question. Stay close to see the newest cars. And yeah, I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys. Thanks, man. Good night.